You update an account or client record. It's linked to 5 contact records, people that also need to be updated, notified, tagged, and maybe onboarded. The problem is though, your automation only updates one of these records, and that's not an automation problem, it's a platform problem. That's because CRM tools, workflow tools, they still rely on an outdated rule. One trigger, one record. And this breaks quickly when heavy data is involved, but SmartSuite's recently released Looping Action solves this. Hi there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, and we help companies get set up and automated using industry-leading portals, apps, and integrations. If you're managing accounts and contacts, you know the structure. One account connects to multiple contacts, and they all need to stay in sync. And now with SmartSuite's Looping Action, you can natively update multi-related records. No other platforms needed and no more manual work. Let's walk through a really common use case where looping actions can help you out. Now, we've got a CRM here, and when we update a record, that's an account record, we want the contacts that are linked to it to also be updated. We're going to look at updating each contact status. We'll send a welcome email, and we'll also assign them onboarding tasks. So just looking at the accounts table, we notice that we've got Bloomjoy, and if we scroll over, we'll notice that that is linked to multiple contacts. If we jump into the contacts table, we can see we've got the last 3 down here, all linked to the account Bloomjoy. So when something happens to that account, for example, they move from onboarding to active, we want things to occur to each of those related records. We'll jump up to automations, and we're going to create an automation. So we created the automation, and I've quickly set up the trigger action. What triggers this automation to begin running? What kicks things off? Well, it's within our accounts table, and it's when a record is updated. We've set a condition though, so that only those records that have moved from the onboarding status to active are triggering this automation to run. From there, then we're going to add another action, and this time we're going to find records. And we want to find the contacts that are linked to the account record. So we'll select our contacts table, and then we're going to leave the limitation of 100 records as it is, but you might want to update that because we're going to add a condition so that where the account of the contact equals the account name of that record that was updated. Keep following. So that's going to look for records that matches and the related contacts to the account. And now we want to add our looping action. So we'll add an action. We'll select looping from advanced logic. Now this is important. We'll select the list, which is find records in contact. And we're going to set our actions within looping. So as we can see here, repeat for each in contacts. This is the power where we're able to update multiple records, and something that isn't offered in plenty other platforms within their native automations. So from here, let's select to add an action, and it will be to update those contact records. So importantly here, we'll need to select our contacts table, and we're going to select the find records action that we've got there. That automatically selected, but we've got it there. So the field that we want to update, well, so select the status field, and then we're going to replace that value with just a simple field value, not a field trigger, which will be active. If we save this automation and quickly take a look, so here we see Bloomjoy, the account. Well, we're ready to set that to active. And in doing so, if we jump over to our contacts, we'll notice that Billy Bob, Marky Mark, and Sally C's are now active. What we can also do is add an action and then send an email to each individual contact. You'll want to add your Gmail account, and then you can dynamically pull in the data from your contacts and accounts record to create an email that is sent out to each individual contact. In this instance, it can be a welcome email letting them know that their account is now active and we're excited to begin working with them. Beyond that, we can also set up an action in order to assign tasks to each individual contact. Jumping into our team training table, here we can see this is the place where we create tasks that we need our clients or contacts to complete. For example, when a client moves to onboarding, perhaps we have a list of tasks that we ask them to complete. An onboarding form, a disclosure agreement, contracts, there are plenty of things that we need them to do before we can get our work done. And we can use the looping action to create multiple tasks for our clients, but also we can create tasks for our team. If we jump back into the automations, let's take a look at adding a task creation for that table. So we'll add an action again. And from here, we're going to select to create a record. Then from there, we've got team training selected. All we then need to do is to map what data we want into what fields. Now, we could create each individual task manually within this automation, but there are much better ways to do that through template tasks. If you want to learn how you can set up project templates and automatically generate tasks on your behalf, then make sure to watch this video. Well, I hope that's been a helpful video on how you can use SmartSuite's looping action in automations in order to update multiple records that are related. If you want to learn more about SmartSuite, then make sure to check out our playlist, which is linked in the description of this video. And if you need help automating parts of your business, then don't hesitate to reach out to us at automationhelpers.com, where our team of experts are offering a 30-minute consultation completely free.